Hi guys, I am Tiffany. I have my friend Emmy here, who is the IES Tokyo blogger as well, and we are currently in Kyoto. I wanted to share some tips and tricks for how to travel in Japan. Me and Emmy had not a great time traveling to Kyoto, so we wanted to pass on some advice to you. We traveled with a low-cost airline carrier, and it was delayed by about 30 minutes, and the trains, by the time we had arrived, had stopped running, which we conveniently forgot about until quite last minute and didn't have a lot of Wi-Fi to search for alternative options. We couldn't make it to our Airbnb, and so we quickly found a capsule hotel. But in order to prevent these kinds of emergencies in the future, we're going to share some advice with you. So first of all, if you're on a budget, there are low-cost airline carriers such as Peach and Jetstar Airlines, and these will take you where you want to go within Japan and even to some other countries for a very, very cheap cost. Ours was about $155, but we booked it pretty last minute. If you booked it even a week earlier than we did, like basically a week before your trip, it would have been like $140 or so, which is super cheap because it's both ways, and you get a normal backpack or personal item and the luggage. And if you want even cheaper or around the same price, there's overnight buses in which you can sleep on the bus and they'll take you to your location. It's around the same price or a little bit cheaper. Additionally, you can take the Shinkansen if you have more money, which is much more cushy. But it also, if you compare it to flight costs, flights are much shorter because our flight from Tokyo to Kyoto was only about an hour and a half versus Shinkansen, which is about, I want to say 2 hours or a little bit more. So additionally, if you do end up stuck because you took a late flight, because those tend to be a little more cheap, please make sure to book a hotel or an Airbnb closer to the airport. If not, there are a large variety of internet cafes that are 24 hours or manga cafes that are 24 hours or capsule hotels, which we stayed in, that you should be able to find and utilize. So please make sure to Google those and please make sure to keep those in mind and you will not be homeless for the night. Additionally, we should probably recommend that you bring portable batteries to charge your Wi-Fi hotspots, your phones, because there's a lack of outlets here, no matter if you're in an Airbnb or a hotel or a capsule hotel or anything of those sort. We recommend getting a good portable battery because if you get those really cheap ones, they tend to not last or not charge enough they just tend to not charge enough actually. So if you get one that holds a couple of charges, that's probably for the best. Additionally, if you want some good apps, we highly recommend Imiwa, and that's on the American App Store, and Imiwa will translate kanji for you. And if you download the Chinese keyboard, which is available for the iPhone and others, that lets you draw in characters, you can draw in the character and find out the imi, which is meaning in Japanese. Additionally, you can consider downloading things such as Navi Travel and Jorudan, which is an online website, but Navitravel is an app. You need Wi-Fi for both or data for both, but they really help you get around in terms of trains and how much you have to walk, and Google Maps is always your friend. There's also Wi-Fi spaces. People say that there are many Wi-Fi spaces available, and I honestly very much agree with them. There are quite a few Wi-Fi spaces available in which all you have to do is enter an email, for example, and then you go straight into the Wi-Fi. It's highly recommended, and if you think that you will be absolutely lost without Wi-Fi, don't think that there is lots of places you can get it, but we do recommend having a Wi-Fi hotspot of some sort or a little bit of a data plan just in case. And lastly, we really, really, really recommend booking early because that will make things ultimately the cheapest they can get for you. And it's already pretty cheap as is, but booking early is the best, and we made a very last-minute trip, so it was actually on the expensive side, in our opinion, compared to what it could have been. So book early, book your Airbnb early, book your flights early, and have a plan for how you want to get things done. And as a bonus, do bring your passport, because some places will take off tax, which is 8% in Japan, which is a lot of money to save. So if you bring your passport to certain places, they'll often give you a discount, and you'll see it with a little tax-free sign. That's it for my trips. We're going to have some fun in Kyoto, and maybe I'll make a vlog about it, so I'll see you guys later.